Hello there, I'm Richie and you're watching IG Critic. When it comes to online gaming, I enjoy playing a lot of DC Universe Online.
Da 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 Super Me!
Yet, if there's one thing that really lets down any online gaming experience, it's when you can't find other players with which to groove through the story campaign, or when you just want to lay down a smackdown in PvP. Some servers are so crowded they have queues galore, whilst others are quietly cluttered with cobwebs. If you share our frustrations, worry not, for now we present to you the 10 most played MMORPGs of 2016.
The Star Wars hype has been revitalised with a breath of new life. With the release of movies such as The Force Awakens and Rogue One, is it any surprise that official merchandise causes our geek glands to go into overdrive? BioWare, the boffins behind Neverwinter, Mass Effect and Dragon Age, have maintained this free-to-play MMO with 6 expansions to date, the latest being Knights of the Eternal Throne in December 2016. As it stands, the current stats for worldwide players as stated by their census is around 459,599. Being free to play, active accounts come and go quickly, but during peak hours, by our calculations there can be between 500 to 1,000 players per server. A challenging title, Final Fantasy XI has stood the test of time, still running since 2002. Most of the population these days will be seasoned players, Final Fantasy veterans, providing a hardcore, dedicated fanbase. When beginning a new game, you may find yourself a little lonely to start with, but once you reach Juneau or Adulin City, you'll find gamers who can certainly teach you a thing or two. The latest expansion went live November 2015, bringing back many old character favourites from its long run. The game runs on 16 servers worldwide, and active players can range from 500 to 1,500 per server at any given time. Number 8. EVE Online. A PC OS X space simulation in a universe-sized sandbox where there are multiple space trades to perfect and explore. Mining, developing, even pirating. Join in multiplayer combat to form galactic armadas with more lasers than you can shake a stick at. The highest record for most players at one time was 65,000 back in 2013. Globally, there was an average range of 34,000 active players for 2016 according to the live online census. Saying that, there was a huge spike of new players joining in November 2016 due to the release of a free-to-play model. This could mean stellar times for 2017.
Most MMORPGs focus around either space, historical events, Asia, or fantastical magical lands, which brings us to number 7.
Number 7. RuneScape. RuneScape, not to be confused with what is now known as Old School RuneScape, holds the Guinness World Record for largest free MMORPG back in 2008. Today, RuneScape holds 251,663,463 accounts the last time we checked, and that figure is rising every day. You can check how many players are actively playing the game yourself through the live feed on top of the page at their home website at runescape.com. Though the number naturally waves and ebbs, the average online player count hovers around 50,000 at any given time. Number 6. Black Desert Online. Released worldwide in March 2016, Black Desert Online sold over 400,000 copies in its first month. Regarding the population, our figures are gathered from user data and opinions, and the overall consensus is that there's a decent player count to keep the game interesting, and I'm quoting Ebony Stallion here, it's a ton of people. Some servers were quieter than others, but in November 2016 they merged the North American and European servers together, enticing players old and new to enter the world of Garlanor. That is one major Magic server merger. In 5th place, Blade and Soul. Since the commercial launch in Korea in 2012, this action MMORPG has spread across the globe and even spawned an anime series. early 2016 it became one of the most played MMOs of the year, the player count soaring to 1 million when servers went live in North America and Europe for the first time. The player count at any time holds stable at around 100,000 active players worldwide. Babes and blades, men and magic, there's bound to be something to catch your eye.
Cool. They didn't have any magic in the shop, so went for the blade instead. Many game developers have turned their hand to online gaming to acknowledge one truth. Players may join up for the gameplay, but they stay for the community.
Number 4, Guild Wars 2. When Guild Wars 2 merged the World vs. World worlds together, ArenaNet brought new life to its battle quality. Ganking and zerging are all par for the course as the merger increased the ease with which to form a team. In 2012, the game sold over 2 million copies. By August 2015, it had sold 5 million copies, and that was before becoming free to play. Since the expansion Heart of Thorns, the latest announcements score over 7 million accounts. The lowest figure of average actives that gamers can gather for 2016 would be just above the 100,000 mark. Number 3, The Elder Scrolls Online. Steam analysis charts reveal that in 2016 the average active player count stood between 5 and 7,000. Keep in mind that this figure is solely for PC gamers alone. Playable on PS4, Xbox One, PC and Mac, Bethesda boasts 7 million accounts worldwide. In an interview with Polygon's Philip Kolar, the game's director Matt Firor declared that after launching on consoles in the summer of 2015, quote, they had 235,000 people playing simultaneously and over 200,000 in queues, end quote. Though Bethesda doesn't publish any active player count, the aforementioned figures are a stable indication of its popularity. Number 2, Final Fantasy XIV. Square Enix's second online spectacular. It is very rare to find a gamer who hasn't at least heard of Final Fantasy. More than a cult classic, this franchise has revolutionized storytelling and gaming on multiple formats. As of Jan 2017, their statistics reveal that more than 320,000 players actively play this title worldwide. 124,000 in the US, 143,000 in Japan, and 55,000 in Europe. Does anyone else wonder about the Chocobo population? No? Just me then.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, our number 1, drum roll please! We don't have a drum. Could you guys maybe... No? Okay.
Number 1, The World of Warcraft. Before you start, yes, we know you could probably guess this was coming. You may not be surprised. You may even have hoped for a different number 1, but facts are facts. It is unassailably the most played MMORPG. Here is what we know. Since 2015, when Activision revealed it had a subscriber count of 5.5 million, they no longer officially announced the player count. Yet the recent Legion expansion sold 3.3 million copies worldwide by the first day of its official release on August 30th, 2016. Over 3 million people buying the expansion before it's even released should give you a hint of its hardcore fanbase and continuing devotion from the online community at large.
Those were the 10 most played MMORPGs of 2016. Not everyone has their favourites. Just because DC Universe Online wasn't up there doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing. What online games do you play? Whether it's computer or console, feel free to share your favourites and why in the comments section below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed our video, please like and subscribe. You have plenty of more fun content here on YouTube and over on igcritic.com. I'm Richie, stay magic and see you next time. Yes, it's accurate, Jim. Look, we revved up our research, filtered through the forums, ferreted out the facts, needled through news sources, traversed the tweets, inquired on Instagram, and even peeked on Pinterest. What's Google?